asked for the Hebrews' take on things, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. Your first question was, what do I think the state of the 49ers franchise is, the front office and the coaching staff? Well, I think Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are both on the hot seat for all of these picks they're giving up. They're not developing players. They have all of the rookies that we did draft. They're sitting on the bench. We're not getting any production out of them, and we're overworking all our vets. We're not building depth anywhere on the O-line. And this is just like a continuous problem year in and year out. When Trent Williams goes down, our whole line is suffering. We have from the interior to all the way to the right side, like everywhere. Once Trent Williams comes out, the one bright spot in our line has been Aaron Banks. I will say that, but we need help. We need more help on the interior, as far as like a center and a guard and a right tackle. McGlinchey, he's not the one. So I think all of that stuff needs to be addressed. Just in general, getting production out of our backups and being able to give our starters a breather. I feel like we overwork our D-line constantly, and and that's why players like Nick Bosa, and Eric Armstead and Javon Kinlaws stay on the injury report. Our D-line, these players are always getting hurt. We're asking them to do too much. We want them to hold up. Our schemes are bad. I could go on and on. Like, we played pretty well against those sorry teams, but we don't really seem to play with timing as a team. There's no sense of urgency with the ball coming out. It's just a bunch of things to look off. As far as the injuries, that has 100% to do with the coaching. It's been his MO. Every year he's been in the league, he gets players hurt, from RG3 to I don't remember if he got, what's his name in Atlanta, hurt, Matt Ryan. But Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt when he came on. Before Jimmy, there was the other quarterback was hurt, like Trey Lance. He got him hurt both years he played, his rookie year and this year. He's just like, he calls the stupidest plays, man, especially for somebody like Trey Lance, with calling all these run plays like he's a fucking running back. I don't understand it. He doesn't. If he kept the same game plan he gave for Jimmy, then we would have some success. And then when the plays break down, instead of looking like a deer in the headlights like Jimmy does, he can get out of the pocket and move and run and make plays with his legs. But all of that calling designed run plays, I'm 100% not with that. He's the one that got him hurt. And as soon as he went and got him hurt, went on and canned him for the year, saying, we ain't worried about him for this year. Jimmy's in, and we're going to put him on injury reserve till next season. He's an asshole, man. I don't like him. I don't like his development of any of our players, with the exception of some on the our linebackers maybe per se. But I feel like he's not responsible for that. We've just picked some gems with players like Fred Warner and I want to say Kinlaw or Eric Armstead, our secondary, Talanoa. As far as our corners, like, we can't develop our corners to cover anybody. We can't develop our linemen on our O-line to block people or to run or stay in sequence with each other. Just overall as a team, how are we? We can't stay healthy anywhere. We can look good in spurts, but like, if we have to have 100% of our roster to win, then it's going to be trouble all season long. We just seem unprepared all around. As far as with the injuries, that has a big deal to do with it, and just overworking the players in general. I'll put that on that. What will make the 49ers a playoff team this season? A sorry conference, a weak division. We are a good team, but we can't seem to stay healthy. You can't trust Kyle's play calling, especially going into the fourth. You can't trust Jimmy to deliver you a game consistently, week in and week out, or to throw down the field. We only have one style of winning. We have to be able to throw the ball to the middle of the field, and we have to be able to run. And if you can stop either one of those down, we are a mediocre team. There is nothing special about us. Debo cannot get no money on the outside of the numbers. Our throwing tack down the field, it is horrendous. Like, he doesn't even really take shots. I just want to see him take shots sometime down the field. Just to let them know that they can't just crowd the box and stack us underneath. So playoff team this year. It won't take much. It really won't. We already have a good team, and I think we will make it just because we have a sorry conference and a weak division. But will we do any damage? Not with Kyle Shanahan calling plays. I mean, it would have to. The game would have to go like it went against Kansas City the first quarter for 4 quarters straight, where everything happens and goes our way. Because you can't depend on this guy to call the game for you. You can't depend on Jimmy G to deliver a game for you against, especially against a Mahomes or Josh Allen, even Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. So it's not going to happen. Jimmy can't stand up to these top-tier quarterbacks that can throw down the field and put yards up and put points on the board. He's lucky you're going to be field goals. He's not going to throw 3 or 4 touchdowns in a game, like consistently. He's not going to put up 350 yards or throw the ball 45 times or whatever. You're not going to see him dropping dimes all over the field. You see him getting money 9 times out of 10. It's going to be right between the hash or somewhere in the middle of the field. So that's it. Or between the numbers, we'll say. Not really to the outside. Everything 5 yards and underneath, like in shallow routes. And it's just horrendous, man, to watch this kind of stuff. And it's supposed to have a head coach that's a genius. What moves should the 49ers make in the offseason? Definitely get rid of Shanahan. We can't get a Super Bowl out of him with all the stuff, the moves he's pulled so far. Get rid of him. He needs to be gone. Jimmy Ward definitely needs to be gone. Kyle, Jimmy Ward, Jimmy G, and if Lynch can't make these moves and doesn't want to make these moves, then his ass needs to be gone too. I like the players they draft. I think they pick good players, but now they're handicapping themselves because they don't even have draft picks to go find these good players. They're worried about trying to pick all of the good players with comp picks in the 3rd round and letting all the gems go to these other teams and whatnot. So, but there's no development. So you can understand. And he's such a genius that all of his coaches wind up going off and being head coaches in other places. So maybe he can develop coaches, but he can't develop players. And I don't understand that. Is he just blessed with having good coaches underneath him? Because they seem to go on and have success. But it's the same old story with Kyle. The players are not developing. Jimmy G still can't call audibles. Jimmy G still doesn't go to the line, oh my high, or call check, and check into a pass play or change one of Kyle's plays. He looks like a rookie quarterback still in his 8th, 9th, 10th year or something like that. He's trash. We need to let him go. That needs to be that. We need to trade a couple of these players and get a couple of our picks back and address this O-line, the DBs, and a backup quarterback situation, and put our chips in the bag for Trey. I'm rocking Team Trey. I've been Team Trey, but I don't trust him under a Shanahan regime. It takes me back to how he got RG3 hurt, and he constantly lets these players come in here banged up that are hurt, and he won't be the coach to say, you know what, I want to get you healthy. He puts them out there banged up, and then they just wind up with these lingering injuries all year long that wind up being more serious. We really can't get healthy. So that was my take, man. I hope I gave you a couple things that maybe you can work with. Feel free to ask me other questions about the team.